The rate of executions has declined in recent years in Texas, as well. More than 36 people were executed in 2000, but in 2013, McCarthy was the 8th person subjected to capital punishment. Many Texans support the death penalty, according to a 2012 poll by the Texas Tribune and the University of Texas. Only 21% said they were opposed. Governor Rick Perry is among the majority. "I think our process works just fine," Perry said in 2012 during his unsuccessful presidential bid. "You may not agree with them, but we believe in our form of justice." Kimberly LaGayle McCarthy was born the 11th of May, 1961 and died the 26th of June, 2013. Kimberly was a death row inmate who was convicted and sentenced to death for the 1997 murder of her neighbor, 71-year-old retired college professor Dorothy Booth, in her Lancaster, Texas home during a robbery. She was also a suspect in the murders of 2 other elderly Texas women, for which she was never tried. After her final federal appeal was denied in July 2012, her execution date was set for the 29th of January 2013. 2 reprieves pushed her execution date to the 26th of June 2013. McCarthy continued to proclaim her innocence, and stated that she was framed for murder. On the 26th of June 2013, McCarthy was executed by the state of Texas by lethal injection, becoming the 500th person to be executed by the state of Texas using that method. She worked as an occupational therapist in a nursing home. She was briefly married to Aaron Michaels, with whom she had 1 son. During her adult life, she developed an addiction to crack cocaine. In 1990, she was convicted of forgery, and also had convictions for prostitution and theft of services. On the 21st of July 1997, McCarthy reportedly called her neighbor, former El Centro College psychology professor Dorothy Booth, who was born the 14th of May 1926 and died the 21st of July 1997, saying that she was on her way over to borrow some sugar. Prosecutors later alleged that McCarthy's true intent was to rob Booth. After McCarthy arrived at Booth's home, she stabbed Booth 5 times with a butcher knife, beat her with a candelabrum, and cut off her finger to steal her diamond wedding ring. McCarthy then stole Booth's purse and Mercedes-Benz and pawned the diamond ring in order to buy crack cocaine. The day after Booth's murder, McCarthy was charged with murder. Evidence showed that McCarthy used Booth's credit cards at a liquor store and was in possession of Booth's driver's license. Booth's DNA was also found on the murder weapon, which police recovered from McCarthy's home. In 1998, McCarthy was convicted by a Dallas County, Texas jury of murdering Booth. During the sentencing hearing, prosecutors presented blood DNA evidence alleging that McCarthy also murdered 2 other elderly women in Dallas County in December 1988. 81-year-old Maggie Harding and 85-year-old Jetty Lucas, in order to purchase cocaine. McCarthy was never charged with those murders. On the 24th of November 1998, McCarthy was sentenced to die by lethal injection for killing Booth. McCarthy successfully appealed her conviction in 2002, but was later retried and resentenced to death on the 1st of November 2002. McCarthy's final federal appeal was denied in July 2012. Her attorneys sent a writ to the United States Supreme Court, and it was denied in January 2013. Her execution date was initially set for the 29th of January 2013. Only hours before her lethal injection was scheduled to occur, she was granted a stay of execution. Her execution was next set for the 3rd of April 2013. In late March, the Dallas County District Attorney announced that the date had been moved to the 26th of June, 2013. McCarthy was executed by lethal injection at the Huntsville unit in Huntsville, Texas, on the 26th of June, 2013. Her execution marked the 500th convicted killer to be executed by lethal injection in Texas, which averages one execution about every 4 weeks, since the death penalty resumed in the United States in 1976. She was 52 years old. She was pronounced dead at 6:37 p.m. CDT, 20 minutes after Texas prison officials began administering a single lethal dose of pentobarbital. McCarthy's last words were, "This is not a loss. This is a win. You know where I'm going. I'm going home to be with Jesus. Keep the faith. I love you all." She was the first woman executed in the United States in almost 3 years. Thank you for watching Death Row. Please like and subscribe. The